Hi everyone, welcome back once again to daily hacking news series of VIEH group. Basically, what does we do? We summarize 8 to 10 news so that you can be updated exactly what's going into the cyber world, right? So let me start with the first news, and I hope you subscribe because we are putting a lot of effort. So let's get started with the first news. The first news is basically related to Telegram. So actually, there was a couple of researchers who was doing some sort of research about Telegram. So they have found a malware which is called Teleslim telesim, right? You can call it telesim, right? So basically what it does, it basically uses Telegram as a C2C server, command to control server, and that is like something the next level where the hackers are doing, right? So here the attacker can actually send command through a Telegram on infected devices, and this is going to help the malware which blend into the normal network traffic, right? So right now, basically, the context of this news is legitimate platform are basically increasing a lot, which is being abused by the hackers, right? So you can see this is C2 communication support, two type of messages. First thing is download and second the control message. This is how exactly it works, and this is how the Telegram work as a C2 server and being abused by the Telegram API, right? So something very concerning. We read it out on the hackers news. Now the next news is related to cloud. So cloud parent company Anthropic. So Anthropic's Cloud 5 demonstrated a strong vulnerability discovery capabilities. So they have demonstrated like they can find vulnerability in a wild, right? They can find a lot of vulnerabilities, and it actually successfully identifies software security flow, right? So it was like no false positive over there. There was true vulnerability, and it means like AI is becoming the valuable assistant for security researcher at best. And as well, there's a lot of people those who are using that one for the pen testing, right? A human expert is still required to validate and fix the issue, right? This is what still it is, but in couple of years probably that will be changed as well. So like finding vulnerability on a website is something very important skill that you need to learn in cybersecurity. If you want to learn about that, which is web application pen testing, and wants to get a internship, then please check out the URL vihgroup.com/tci to get an internship as well and learn all those things, right? Now, next news is related to GitHub. So GitHub actually introduced a new feature which is called Dependabot, right? You can see Dependabot Cooldown, right? That is a feature. What exactly it does, it reduces the unnecessary dependency update alert, and developer will receive fewer repetitive pull requests, right? So you will not going to get a lot of pull requests, and this is going to basically help your team to focus on important security update only, not a lot of thing which is going to just keep all the things very hectic, right? So it means like better automation can improve the software security without over harming the developers, right? Now, next news related to Iran. So security researchers actually warn about the Iranian linked threat actors group, right? And they are targeting the water and energy control system in the United States, which is like the critical infrastructure once again. So right now the ICS remain the major target, which is industrial control system, which actually control all the things that you have in the industry. With that can be automated only, right? And organizations, those who are in the US, are advised to attend and monitor. They need to just straighten in monitoring and vulnerable devices as well, right? So this is what we have. Now again, the next news related to Anthropic. So Anthropic 5, there's a comparison between the Anthropic 5, Opus 5 and Mythos 5, right? So researchers done a very deep what we call comparison. You can see the comparison chart as well. And Opus 5 perform well at finding the security vulnerabilities as comparison to the Mythos 5, and it was like less effective at creating working exploits, right? So exploit are not being created till now, right? And AI still has limitations in offensive security task force here. You can fill out all the thing here, right? Next news related GitLab. So researchers actually discovered a critical remote execution chain affecting GitLab, and once it's successfully exploited, attackers actually can execute the code on a vulnerable system. This is what you can see the architecture, and GitLab users, those who are using GitLab, GitLab actually requested you install the latest patch as soon as possible, and prompt patching is basically strongly recommended. So please do it as soon as possible. Now, next news related to Europol. So Europol announced a project Compass, or Compass, whatever way you can call it. So basically, what is this is going to that is basically at first initiative. It is going to aim to the international cyber crime investigation process. So that is going to strengthen that is going to make cyber crime investigation process more powerful, which is related to international operations, right? And that is also going to improve the uh, cooperative between the law enforcement agencies as well. and the goal is better combat global cyber threats, right? So they will be having some more efforts on investigating the crimes. Now the last news related to EFF devices, right? So that is a basically a company which provide the smart wearable still. So basically the Electronical Frontier Foundation, which is called EFF, right? They reviewed popular smart brands and many devices still lack a strong privacy protection. Researchers basically found transparency and data handling concern as well. So right now, users should review privacy setting before using wearable devices. So guys, that's what we have, right? And I hope you have got a lot of update for the cybersecurity, and you can join the training of intensive program from there, which will be starting on 1st of August. So that's what we have. Thank you very much. Have a great day.